Pisces, welcome to your reading. So I'm going to start here with your current energy and see what is happening in your world. Tell me about your past, your strength, your near future. That's a lot of cards. Let's see if we can get one card on your near future. What else is influencing this? Okay. Somebody else has that showing up in the same exact position, and I'm trying to remember which tarot reading it is. If I think of it, I will drop it into the description box below, or I might add it into a comment here, but we'll talk about it when I get there. But the tower is showing up. It's showing up in everybody's reading. So there are a lot of changes that are taking place. It feels like we're about to go through. I just got rebirth. There's something that's happening here. We are kind of, in a sense, being reborn in a different way. This feels like that age of Aquarius energy, that Pluto moving into Aquarius, where things are really shifting here. We got a taste of it earlier this year. It's going to happen again in a couple of weeks, and this is it. We're going to be in this Pluto in Aquarius for roughly 20 years. And when I look at the bottom of the deck, this is actually where Pluto is right now. So, or not, sorry, this is the Pluto card. This is Scorpio energy. This is death and rebirth. So the changes that are taking place right now, you kind of can expect more of the same. More of the same. For you, what is happening right now, this death and rebirth energy. So we just had the new moon in the sign of Scorpio, major transformational energy, really highlighting here in our life what needs to stay, what needs to go, and then really how do we feel about all of this. There is a really strong feelings component to this transformation that we're going through. And so in the past, it might have been, okay, well, I can easily justify that because I'm making more money. So I'm more than willing to give up, let's say, my free time in order to make more money or do something along those lines. But now it's about your emotional well-being. And there's something really strong and really significant about the way that it's impacting you on that level, that it's not going to be these quick, easy decisions. It's not going to be this almost effortless type of transformation that we're undergoing. It's because we're all awakening into this new way of existing, and it does feel like a pretty strong chapter that's unfolding. So I'm getting a lot out of this death card energy, so let's jump in and see what else is happening here for you. Your current energy here, Three of Cups, this is enjoying the company of your friends, your family, the people that you just truly enjoy being around, the people that really get you. I love that energy, influenced here by the Four of Swords. And so there's a healing component to spending time with your friends and your family and really just enjoying the company of those people. This is helping you with other relationships too. So when it comes to your work relationships or romantic relationships, there is an energy that you're getting from your friends, from your family, that can actually help you heal those other relationships too. There's something about the interaction with these people that really brings about a sense of healing that can carry into other areas of your life. That feels really strong, really significant. This is the transformational piece. When I look at what you need to focus on here, I am getting the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords is a very fast-moving energy. It's also quick to let go of whatever's not working. So this is having that clarity that you need in order to release what's not needed in your life anymore. We have the moon showing up in the past energy. So this is about how you feel about things. Also not being able to see things clearly. Now, I say that we just had the new moon in the sign of Scorpio, so that is showing up in the past energy because that was on Friday. And so, oh God, right underneath was the Five of Pentacles. So there might have been something here that you were releasing during this new moon, and it was because you were starting to see the cracks in it. You were starting to understand that it wasn't what it appeared to be. There's something significant about that. When I look at your strength position, Six of Cups, I like this energy showing up for you because it's really closely connected to spending time with your friends. This is you enjoying all of the happy moments in your life, really bringing back that sense of nostalgia, going back and remembering what it felt like to be truly happy, How did that manifest in your life? How did it make you feel? There's a really strong sense of recapturing the way that you felt about things in the past and wanting to revive that in some sort of future energies, future situation here. I am seeing the Four of Cups show up in your near future. So this is about, as you're kind of going through whatever this period of rest is, that this healing energy is, there might be some disappointment. So as you're reflecting on the past, what didn't work, what could you have done differently? All of those things kind of come to the surface with this Four of Cups, but so does an unexpected offer. So it's part of your journey, your healing process, that as you start to recognize and hold yourself accountable for whatever happened here, that's when new opportunities are presented to you, because the universe kind of says, well, you've passed this test and now you're able to reap more of the benefits of whatever it is that you're seeking. When I look at the external influences here, I'm getting the Five of Cups with the Page of Swords. The Five of Cups, I mean, you go from the 3 to the 4 to the 5. So there's a lot of progress that's being made here. What I like about the Five of Cups energy, I know you've got 3 cups that are spilled over, but you have 2 that are still standing. So these cups, you have them. They're right there. That's love. There's nothing else that you need except for love. These other things that spilled over, these are things that just didn't work out. Nothing wrong with that. Page of Swords, this is releasing all of those cups that spilled over, not focusing on that energy, really getting clear that you have something here. You still have a really strong base that you can build upon. This is where you can start to really infuse that sense of nostalgia. You can always flip these cups back over and replace them with something else. And so I like that energy for you, because it's not like they're completely broken and gone. You can certainly flip them back over and fill them again. And it's about getting clear on that piece and what exactly you want to fill them with. The Ace of Wands is showing up in your hopes or fears position. So this is about you wanting to take the appropriate action. And then we have this Tower, and I will try to remember exactly which reading where I saw this, but the Tower showing up in your potential outcome here. So these are the 2 transformational energies. These are also very, very strong energies, just a little bit different. So this is a death and rebirth. What this is doing with the Scorpio energy is it's making room for new prosperity in your life. It's getting rid of all the things that really just have come to a completion. Whereas this Uranus energy, this Tower energy, is saying, okay, well, this structure was not built on a solid foundation, so it's going to crumble. And what we're going to do is we're going to remove these obstacles, these barriers, and really show you where all the cracks in the foundation exist. And so this way you can either decide to go in a completely different direction, or you can rebuild. And it's really about that sense of rebuilding that is coming through pretty strongly here, because you might want some structure in that area of your life, but maybe you just don't want this structure in that area of your life. So what I'm going to do now is just clarify and give you more details. So let's start with the Three of Cups and the Four of Swords. We have the Magician. This is actually helping you get what you want. So that time that you're spending with your friends, where it can help you heal other relationships, healing the other relationships, having those kind of really beneficial co-working relationships, romantic relationships. I mean, nobody wants just one area of their life to be prosperous. You want all areas to be prosperous. And so that's where this Magician is coming into play. It's helping you see, how do you use that energy to manifest what you want, to get those goals that you have, whether they're connected to romance or career, whatever it is. Tell me about the Knight of Swords. One card. Four of Cups. You're releasing the sadness and disappointment connected to the Four of Cups. What I really love about this energy, so this is what the universe wants you to focus on releasing. That Four of Cups does show up in the near future. So I'm going to keep going and see what additional details we get by the time we get there. With the Moon, I'm getting the Seven of Wands. Okay, so the Seven of Wands is about resistance. So there was something here that you needed to release. You probably knew it for a period of time. You might have even become aware of it earlier this year when we started having Pluto in Aquarius for the first time. And so it really started highlighting any structures that needed to change in your life, things that just don't work anymore. And so you might have been a little bit resistant to it. That is not going to be the case anymore. You are actually going to embrace the change. Tell me about the Six of Cups. Hanged Man. I love this. You're starting to see life from a different perspective, from a much more positive, energetically joyful type of perspective here. You might have had to flip it on its head to really see where the benefit was. This feels like part of that letting go of the resistance, leaning into the transformation that's taking place, because there's going to be certain things that you're just not going to be able to control. Like if let's say at work, your employer changes, like your immediate boss changes because that person resigned and now somebody new is coming in, you can't control that. But what you can control is your reaction to it. And so that's what you're doing here. You're shifting your reaction to everything. Tell me about the Four of Cups. Five of Wands. There might have been a lot of obstacles and challenges connected to whatever led to this disappointment. This is part of what you're letting go of. This is part of, if you have to keep going down a path, and let's say that you're in a relationship with somebody here and you continue to go down the path, and every time that you try to have some sort of serious conversation or anything like that, it leads to a lot of conflict and challenges. And so over and over again, you keep running into that same barrier. And that eventually led to disappointment that maybe led to the dissolution of the relationship there, or something along those lines. And so what's happening now here in the near future is you're recognizing that I kept running into those obstacles and challenges is because we didn't want the same things. We weren't on the same page. And so why am I going to hold on to that? Why am I going to hold on to that person or that relationship? What I want is out there. And so it's just a matter of continuing to look for it. With the Page of Swords, I'm getting the Star. I love that energy. So this is all of your hopes, your dreams, your wishes. You're very clear on it. You're going after it. This is where you are going to let go of anything that maybe held you back. Limitations and restrictions you didn't even recognize, like trying to have that relationship, trying to make a relationship work when you just didn't want the same things. This is what you're letting go of. This is where the change in perspective is happening. With the Five of Cups, I'm getting the Three of Cups. Very interesting about this. So when you look at that, you've got in the Five of Cups, the Three of Cups spilled over, but this is the Three of Cups standing, enjoying the company of your friends and family, Two of Cups still standing. So this tells me exactly what I need to know. That change in perspective, you are able to flip those cups upright and fill them with something else. That's all within you. You have that ability to do that. The universe is showing you everything that you have is right in front of you. Everything that you want is actually right in front of you. It's just a matter of you kind of seeing that opportunity and then seizing it. With the Ace of Wands, I'm getting the Two of Pentacles. When it comes to your daily life and really finding that balance, kind of identifying what needs to be a priority versus not, you want to take the appropriate action here. So that's coming across as a hope. And that Tower, let's see if we can get one card on the Tower here. Ten of Cups. This is what the universe is doing. It is removing obstacles and barriers so that you can go after what you want here, so that long-term emotional fulfillment is possible. The universe has to show you the way, and you have to be willing to see it. So Pisces, this is your reading. I hope it resonates. If it did, please like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Take care.